everybody. I'm Ed Lambert. Welcome back, or welcome aboard if you're just joining us. It's about 9 minutes after 9 o'clock here on Thursday. And by the way, don't forget at 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30 this morning, every single day until the end of the month, we're going to be qualifying, caller number 10, qualifying to win the Martha's Vineyard Wine Fest giveaway, the great weekend getaway that we're giving away. 2 round-trip ferry passes, 2-night stay at Isabel's Beach House in Oak Bluffs, 2 tickets to the grand tasting at the Martha's Vineyard Wine Festival, and $95 in spending cash. That's coming up, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. Wait for you here to me say it's time to call. Good morning. Welcome back. 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. One of the things that I want everybody in Yarmouth to listen in, and if you're in Yarmouth, call 10 people, because this is something that's very, very important. The town meeting there on May 2nd, a week from this coming Saturday, beginning at 10 o'clock at the Mattakese Middle School, is town meeting in the town of Yarmouth. One of the most controversial things that I consider is going on is this whole thing about the articles, or two articles out there about motorcycles and noise in the town of Yarmouth. I want to welcome Lionel with Souza with me today, who is with the Massachusetts Motorcycle Association, who and either Lionel or maybe Rick Gleason or someone will be speaking there. But the Mass Motorcycle Association has come up with a stance on this whole thing. Lionel, good to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
Tell everybody what's going on with the MMA and what's going on with these 2 issues, specifically one issue at the town of Yarmouth.
Yes, we've had problems with other towns. The MMA struck down, and it's just another thing that goes that people don't like motorcycles because they think they're noise.
Yep.
And we've proven over and over that most of the times the laws don't pass. And,
But you still got to be on top of it just in case.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So this whole thing comes across. We talked about it before. This whole thing in the town of Yarmouth is basically a petition that was put up by a gentleman that was signed. They want to prevent motorcycle rides through the town of Yarmouth. That's the bottom line, this whole thing, right?
Yes.
Parades or rides, we don't want motorcycles riding through the town of Yarmouth because
of sound noise. They complain about there's too much noise they make. And of course, when you got a bunch of bikes together, they do make noise.
Now, well, of course they do. The Massachusetts Motorcycle Association has talked about this. They've responded to the article through Dave Condon and through others. And they're saying, look, we collectively, we want, everybody should be vigilant about making sure that if you're going through a town or something like that, to keep the noise down. You have a bunch of motorcycles going through town, it is going to make some noise. But the whole idea of not allowing motorcycles in the town of Yarmouth just doesn't strike me as something that's logical. And about the noise with the motorcycles, you know that the Mass Motorcycle Association, everybody that you're concerned with, you don't support that anyway, right?
Oh, no, we don't.
I mean, if you go through the town and you're saying when in town, throttle down, basically.
We have philosophy, when in town, throttle down.
I mean, and that's what you want to do. What about the straight pipes? What about all the other things that are out there right now that the Motorcycle Association doesn't condone? And even the dealerships, even Charlie down in Cape Cod, Harley or anything like that, they don't condone any of this, right?
No, it's just a few individuals that will throttle up. They'll throttle up underneath a bridge, or to go to they like the sound. But most motorcycles have an EPA sticker on them for that simple reason.
Okay. So what's the bottom line on this whole thing, Lionel? What's the bottom line with Mass Motorcycle Association? What's the bottom line with the town? Do you think the residents are going to go along with this? Are you working the town meeting to try to get people to see your side of it when we have one person and maybe 10 people or 15 people that are complaining about it? How do you think what do you think we need to do?
To be honest with you, I don't think it'll pass for the simple reason these streets are paid by, we pay taxes, we pay excise taxes. It's just like a vehicle. And as far as the noise goes, it's a couple of parades we have in town. One's for the war vets, and all the proceedings go to the families of their loved ones.
I mean, it's one of those things that I hope it doesn't pass. However, you still have to make sure that people get out there to vote, and that's why I said Mattakese Middle School starting at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Get out there and vote on this thing. You guys have statements out there that you don't condone excessive noise the removal of mufflers, modification that would increase the muffle. Whose job? These things are already on the book for excessive noise. And it's up to the police department within any town, not just the town of Yarmouth, any town, about excessive noise and either pulling someone over or ticketing them to do so. The awareness campaign that the MMA is doing right now seems to cover an awful lot of that, but you can't cover everybody.
No, you can't.
What about the police? Another article in the town of Yarmouth that they want the police to report back to them how many violations of the noise law they've had. How's that going to go down?
To be honest with you, it's a little ridiculous when they have more things on their mind than worrying about the size of a motorcycle. But if they do pull a motorcycle over there to check out the noise, it's got to be 99 decibels.
Okay, there's all that information that's online right now that everybody knows about, and but it's a matter of getting the word out to fight this on that this Saturday the 2nd. What ramifications would something like this? You said the Mass Motorcycle Association has seen this in other towns, other municipalities. Yes. Has it ever passed in that you know of in one of these areas wherein they are banning motorcycles from the town?
No, there isn't. Falmouth's tried. We've taken care of that. Other towns have tried. It just hasn't passed. And if they do pass here, our next step is the general office there.
To appeal the Attorney General's?
Attorney General's office, yes, sir. Sorry.
That's okay.
That's our next step if it passes here.
The key is getting people out to vote, and one of the things you probably want to do is probably never say you don't think it'll pass, because nobody will show up then if it does. But if you got to get out, you got to understand this. The whole reason for this thing, I don't think, is against. I don't know whether it's against the sound of motorcycles or what. We talked about it. It's a passing thing. If you're going out for a parade, sometimes it's a beef that someone has that just puts it out there, hoping to get some publicity out of it, and maybe accomplishing what they've already accomplished is the fact of coming out with Mass Motorcycle Association or anybody else saying that we are, throttled down, that it's a few people, it's not the groups that are doing this, etc. And if we're in a parade, of course we're going to make a noise as we go through, but it's a passing noise, and it's usually for a good cause. Or you're just driving through town. 6 or 7 of you are just driving through town.
Right.
On 28.
It's a
hello.
Right. We go to a situation and we go to another place. We drive off. We have music and stuff and collect.
There you go.
Charity.
Let's talk to Rick Gleason right now. Rick, good morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is Ed, and I'm here with Lionel Sousa too. Rick. Okay, I'm gonna put you on hold. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. 508-775-9985. Our toll-free phone number is 1-888-WXTK-951. I've talked with Rick before on this whole thing. Have we got him, Jim? All right, let me go to Rick. Good morning, Rick. How you doing? Somehow I can't get him. Yep, you'll have to call back. All right, why don't we take a quick break? I'm Ed Lambert. We'll be back right after this. We're talking with the Mass Motorcycle Association about something that's coming up on the 2nd of May. That's Saturday, beginning at 10 o'clock in the morning at Maddock East Middle School. It's a big deal, everyone, because it's talking about motorcycles, it's talking about organizations, and noise. And the town, you guys in the town of Yarmouth are going to be voting on this thing. And as far as I'm concerned and everybody's concerned, it's not something that we want to see passed. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Dave, what are you working on right now?
Ed, crews from Yarmouth Fire Department responded to reports of a blaze at a local hotel earlier this morning. We'll have all the details on that and several other stories coming up in just a few minutes. I'm David Beatty, News Radio 95, WXTK.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the region's leading mortgage lender. We offer many mortgage products at great rates, but the big difference is service. We give our customers the personalized attention and advice they need every step of the way. Cape Cod 5 decisions are made locally, and most loans are serviced by us for the life of the loan. It's all about making an everyday difference for our customers.
I'm Tammy King, and I'm a mortgage lender with Cape Cod 5 on Martha's Vineyard. It is a great pleasure to help people get a mortgage for a home on the vineyard. I live here, and I know how special it is and how best to finance properties on the island.
Contact one of our mortgage lenders serving Cape Cod, the islands, and neighboring areas for a new mortgage or refinancing. Cape Cod 5, 365 days of making an everyday difference. Go to CapeCod5.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Banks NMLS number 401717. Tammy King's NMLS number 504577.
Sunday, May 10th is Mother's Day, everybody. That's right, May 10th, Mother's Day. You know what's coming up. What about Jake Rooney's? All you got to do is call him up. Jake Rooney's, 508-430-1100. Make some reservations and bring Mom or the whole family down at Jake Rooney's. Jake Rooney's on Sunday, May 10th. They got that special menu, which includes everything from the salmon with the filet, with the citrus crust, from the seafood pasta, surf and turf, the roast turkey with all the stuffing and the mashed potatoes and everything else. It's great, but they also have the stone grill dining too. And the full menu is available, including low-cal, high-flavor stone grill dining. Come on, family-friendly seating for Mother's Day. Reservations are recommended. So think about it, a value for your dining dollar.